Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the UK Quarantine Quiz, Little Les edition. Are we live, Mark?
Yep.
So let's see if there's any new teams tonight. We might be thin on the ground. So hopefully we have got some new teams, but if not, we'll soon find out. So for those of you that don't know how to play, welcome. You see you've got the team captain is highlighted in yellow at the top and indicated by a star. On the left-hand side, we have the chat screen. Team captains, could you please put a 1 in your chat screen so we know that, A, you can hear us and see us. So please put 1 in your chat screen so we know that works. Mark, as you can see in the little TV screen, is the technical director. Mark, my son, is in the good old US of A. No Trump, so that's even better still. You can see there's a question 1 example. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So if you can put an answer in there, it doesn't need to be the correct answer, but it can be anything. And by putting anything in there, we know that your answers are being received okay. 5 rounds of 10 questions, a different theme for each round. Round 2 is always a picture round. Round 4 is always a music round. And I think that's about it, isn't it, Mark?
I think you've covered everything. Yep. Hopefully everybody can hear us and see us okay. I think everybody's a little bit scared of the new lockdown, clearly.
Yeah. The other thing is as well, I forgot to say, is I can't see your chat. So if you want to misuse or abuse me as you normally do or want to, then by all means, feel free. Mark can see everyone's chat, so he can see the banter between teams as such, although you can only see your own team's comments, no one else's. So how many teams we got so far, Mark? As long as we got a couple, then that's the main thing.
I was going to say it could be a battle royale this evening.
No, no Eric Van C, no 5 Alls, no the Fam, no the Interstellar Sea Slugs.
Yeah, everybody's got scared with the new lockdown measures, clearly. So unless anybody shouts, hang on, things are just refreshing and going a little bit crazy. It's going to be a battle royale between the Frazzled Lobsters, or the Frazzled Flouncers, as they are this evening. And the Fam are here. Hey guys, alright, the Fam are here. So, I'm looking at answers. So, we've got the Frazzled Flouncers, Cosmic Cabbage, and the Fam.
Right, so gold, silver,
and last minute entry. Nice of you to join us. Julia is here from the Fivals.
Welcome, Julia. We haven't seen you for the past sort of like 3 weeks. So we have got 4 teams. The only thing I'm going to say this evening, ladies and gents, is sort of we've been on air for some time now. Personally speaking, I think tonight it's going to be the hardest quiz of the time that we've been on air. So, if the questions appear difficult or hard, like I was saying, easy if you know them, difficult if they're not. But I think, as I say, this week or tonight's quiz is the hardest that I've done so far. Might be easy to you, but certainly I think the questions and answers are pretty difficult. So the proof is in the pudding. So if you don't score highly, don't be despondent. Hopefully it'll be the same for everyone else. So let's see. So have we got answers for all the teams, Mark? Question 1. Have we got answers in there for everybody? Doesn't matter what it is.
We do have some answers in, yeah. Which is good. I'm just looking at everybody's questions. Few updates. So, Julia, everybody wants to say hello. They've missed you. They can't wait to get down the Fivals. So,
likewise,
if you could hurry up and vaccinate everybody, that'd be great.
Well, I've had my vaccination, so with no friends in high places, I'll see what I can do for you.
We've had Richard wants to know how you can get more teams on the quiz. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of teams that have dropped off or just can't be with us because they're normally down pubs and things, and obviously with those being closed, they can't attend. So I think just spreading the word. We're going to try and spread the word a bit more. So yeah, invite your friends, get them together.
Solent Mind. I spoke to Solent Mind day before yesterday, who we were originally sort of like supporting, and they're going to try and arrange a corporate evening to get one of the corporates to either sponsor the evening and come up with prizes, and likewise, obviously, try and get Solent Mind members involved as well, i.e. corporates. So hopefully in the next few weeks, we will have at least one evening where there will be quite a substantial number of teams from corporates. So watch this space.
Yeah, and we're going to get Quizlad to do a bit of cross-promotion as well. Yeah, unfortunately, I've just been a bit tied up with post-holiday nightmares to really follow up, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
So again, spread the word. If you know of any people, any teams, get a rivalry together. If you work for a company or a firm, you've got some colleagues, friends, get relatives to join them. As I say, they can be anywhere in the UK and join your team. So, it's not as if they have to be next door neighbours or just down the road. So shall we get underway?
Yeah, let's get underway. So just to answer that, I came up with a scientific answer to this one. Somebody calculated that a woodchuck can dig 35 cubic feet of dirt to dig a burrow. So therefore, if a woodchuck could chuck wood, that equates to about 700 pounds of wood. So there you go.
There you go.
Scientific answer to that.
It was worth joining tonight just to learn that fact, Mark.
There you go.
Right, let's get underway. All the teams this evening know the scores on the doors. Like I said, no apologies. I think tonight's quiz is the hardest that I've done so far. You might think otherwise and prove me wrong. But I think all the questions are mediocre to hard. So we shall find out. Proof is in the pudding. Let's get underway. First question, and the round and the theme is sport. And they're all to do with sponsorship of sport. So 2017 to August 2020, what Chinese company were the main sponsors of the Indian Premier League? And if you don't know what the Indian Premier League is, it's cricket. So your time starts now. 2017 to August 2020, what Chinese company were the main sponsors of the Indian Premier League? So if you're a cricket fan and like your cricket, as Mark is a cricket fan, did you ever watch this, Mark, or do you watch the Indian Premier League on TV?
I do watch the IPL, yep. I catch the occasional game, yep.
Yeah, so the question is, who were the main sponsors of the IPL 2017 to August 2020? It might help with the clue Chinese company, but of course I'm certain there are millions or thousands of Chinese companies. So if you don't know, have a guess, got nothing to lose. So 10-second countdown, but we'll give you a bit of leeway because it's the first question. We'll make certain you're getting all your answers in. So let's have a 10-second countdown. Mark is looking at the answers coming in.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got, seeing as we've only got 4 teams again, I can keep an eye out for all of your answers. So yeah, even if you have no idea, just type in no idea so I know, and then we can move on. Yeah.
But like I said, if you have no idea, doesn't do no harm to have a guess. You could be correct. And I keep saying this is the hardest round or rounds that I've written. Question 2. Who are the sponsors of the April 2021 Grand National? Who are the sponsors of the April 2021 Grand National? Or I could be precise and say who were the sponsors of the April 2020 Grand National. The reason why I say that is because there is possibly doubt whether they are actually going to sponsor April 2021. At the beginning of the year, they said they would, but now I think because of the fact that there's not going to be spectators on there, and there's doubt. But who are the sponsors of the April 2021 Grand National, i.e. the company? What's the company name?
I'll say I've never even heard of this company name.
Yeah, well, they've sponsored it for the past 3 years.
Yeah,
So, 10-second countdown.
It's one thing I can't watch, I'm afraid. That's not easy for me to get on TV over here.
Well, and I've already placed my bet, Mark.
No, I knew you were going to say that.
Well, I always do that in November because I get very good odds. And guys and girls, if you want a tip, just give me a shout. Question 3. The 20 Premier League teams are sponsored by 7 different clothing brands, but name the company that sponsors the greatest number of kits, i.e. there are 7 of the 20 Premier Leagues that are sponsored by this clothing brand company, the greatest number of kits. So, I say again, the 20 Premier League teams are sponsored by 7 different clothing brands, but name the company that sponsors the greatest number of kits, i.e. 7 of the 20 Premier League teams, their kit is sponsored by this clothing brand. But what is the clothing brand? Did you know this one, Mark?
I would have guessed it, yeah.
Yeah. The sponsor.
And I'm putting little Les on mute because he has the worst ringtone.
Yeah, Mum should have answered it. Right, here we go. So, 10 seconds, we've got answers in.
That's the only classical music you listen to.
Question number 4. Before the Beijing Olympics, Usain Bolt's only sponsor was his kit supplier. Repeatedly, he now still receives $10 million per annum from this sponsor. So, who are they? And in fact, he's got several other sponsors now. So I believe he gets $83 million a year just through sponsorship. 10 million of that 83 is through his main sponsor, who before the Beijing Olympics, Usain Bolt's only sponsor was his kit supplier. He now receives 10 million per annum from them still. So who are they? Who is the main sponsor of Usain Bolt? I should get a sponsor, really, shouldn't I, Mark? I think for the clothes that I wear.
The Shell Suit Factory.
Well, it could be my suits and my shirts, couldn't it? Or my waistcoats. That'd be good on my waistcoats, actually. Right, 10-second countdown coming up. Before the Beijing Olympics, Usain Bolt's only sponsor was his kit supplier. He now receives 10 million per annum from them still. So who are they? So moving on to question number 5. Which bookmaker, so there's a clue, sponsored the 2021 World Darts Championship, which was held this year at Alexandra Palace between the 15th of December 2020 and the 3rd of January 2021. On TV every afternoon and evening between the 15th of December and the 3rd of January 21. But did you see those massive signs advertising the bookmaker that sponsored the 2021 World Darts Championship? I must admit, I would have guessed incorrectly on this one. I had to double check my answer.
Yeah, I think I would have done as well. We're now getting lots of comedy suggestions on who should sponsor you.
Yeah, yeah. You'll have to at the end from each team give me from each team. Give me one of their choices from each team. Because I'm a great believer, if you don't ask, you don't get. So, 10-second countdown is on.
Although I'm technically not sure how the Smurfs get their income, Julia. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah. Question 6. The World Indoor Bowls Championship are currently being shown on BBC Two, 8th to the 24th of January 2021. They are taking place at the Potters Resort, Hopton-on-Sea. But what is the name of the company sponsoring the event? Now, that's a good one, especially if you're not a bowls player.
Though the answer does actually make sense, if you think about it.
Yes, it does. But
I
one.
didn't know this one, and I'd never heard of them before, but it actually makes sense.
This is one you either know or you don't. You could have a wild guess, but it would be a wild guess. And the only way you're going to get this one if you don't know it is either Googling it or looking up social media. The World Indoor Bowls Championships are currently being shown on BBC Two, 8th of 24th of January 21. And are taking place at the Potters Resort, Hopton-on-Sea. But what's the name of the company sponsoring the event? Of course, perhaps if you turn on your TV now, it might be on. Were you watching over the weekend?
Yeah, again, something I cannot watch over here, unfortunately.
I must admit, I've been watching it. Very, very good. Some of those got, to get it like millimeter perfect on that jack ball is quite incredible. Right, so 10-second countdown is on its way. Like I said, I think this is a tough round, as are the rest of the rounds. So here we go. Question 7. What company will be the main sponsors on the 7th of February 2021 of Super Bowl LV halftime show? Subject to go ahead, notwithstanding COVID-19 restrictions. So, yes, it will take part, and it will happen on the 7th of February 2021. Who is the main sponsor? And Super Bowl 55 halftime show. Who is the main sponsor of the Super Bowl 55 halftime show? And there are lots of sponsors, but I'm after the main sponsor. Who I do believe, Mark, has been the main sponsor for quite a few years, haven't they?
Yep, they have. And it will go ahead because it's in Tampa. They don't care about this COVID nonsense.
Yeah.
They've actually offered. Did you see they've offered to host the Olympics?
They have restricted the numbers to 22,000, I believe.
They have, and they're all frontline workers as well. They're all special invite frontline workers.
Yeah, 7,000 of them, I think.
Yeah. But yeah,
otherwise
they've offered to host the Olympics as well, in case Japan can't do it. So that'll be interesting.
Well, I've heard today on the news that they are doing it, Japan. So question 8, who from 2015 until 2021 are the sponsors of the World Professional Snooker Championships held at Sheffield? So from 2015 until 2021, who are the sponsors of the World Professional Snooker Championship held at Sheffield? For many, many years, it was known as the Embassy World Professional Snooker Championship. But because, of course, cigarettes being bad for your health, they were dropped. So who from 2015 until 2021 are the sponsors of the World Professional Snooker Championships held at Sheffield? So 40 seconds gone, 20 seconds left. Right, 50 seconds gone. So let's have a 10-second countdown. Remember, if you have no idea, not got a clue, either put no idea, but nothing to lose by having a guess. Question 9. The World Rugby 7 Series is sponsored by what company? The World Rugby 7 Series is sponsored by what company? We both know this one, don't we, Mark?
It's my favourite company in the whole world.
Question 9. The World Rugby 7 Series is sponsored by what company?
I love these guys.
No, they used to love me.
No comment.
The World Rugby 7 Series is sponsored by what company? And remember, for question number 10 of each round, you don't get a countdown. You get the countdown by me because we don't have an automatic 10-second countdown clock. We can't afford it for the last question. Right, so 10 seconds coming up now. And last question of round 1 coming up. Messi, number 10 of FC Barcelona, is considered one of the modern era's greatest footballers. But what is the sponsorship company name that can be seen on the front of his shirt? In other words, who sponsors FC Barcelona? Messi, number 10 of FC Barcelona, is considered one of modern era's greatest footballers. But what is the sponsorship company name that can be seen on the front of his shirt? Remember, you don't get a 10-second countdown on the clock. You get it from me. So I will go to the 60 seconds and then count down from that onwards, and we will then go to the answers.
Do you have this company in the UK?
I don't think we have. I might be corrected, but I don't think we have.
They only launched here last year. That's why I ask.
No. So 55 seconds has gone. 5 seconds, and then you're going to get a 10-second countdown. So you've been given another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Right, number 1. What Chinese company? The Chinese company is Vivo, or Vivo, Vivo, Chinese smartphone company. They sponsor the Indian Premier League. Vivo, Vivo. Grand National is Randox, Randox. Number 3, it's Adidas, and the teams that they support: Arsenal, Leicester, Man United, Sheffield United, Wolves, Fulham, and Leeds. Adidas. Did you put the other one? Usain Bolt's only sponsor for his kit prior to Beijing Olympics was Puma. William Hill is the bookmaker that sponsored the World Darts Championship.
We had 4 completely different answers there. I'm impressed.
Well, at least they all had a guess. Was one of them guessed correctly?
One of them was a correct guess. Yes.
Good. Or it might not have been a guess. They knew the answer.
Knew the answer.
So here we go. World Indoor Bowls Championship. Potters Resort, Hopton on Sea. The company sponsoring the event is called Just, Just, or Just Retirement. So I'll accept either Just or Just Retirement. As Mark says, it makes sense, people that play bowls, but of course, age discrimination, lots of youngsters play it nowadays.
Yeah, I was going to make an age comment there directed towards Julia, but I won't.
Question 7. The Super Bowl halftime show main sponsors is Pepsi.
Congratulations to the fam for our first Phil Collins for this evening. There you go.
Number 8. Who sponsors the World Professional Snooker Championship at Sheffield? Betfred. World Rugby 7 Series is sponsored by what company? Who Mark and I both used to work for? HSBC.
Yes, I don't have a huge overdraft or millions, unfortunately, but I did work for them for 20 years. So, yes, I have a few things to say about that one.
And number 10, Rakuten. Is that how you pronounce it? Rakuten. Rakuten.
Yep.
They're apparently a Japanese e-commerce firm. I don't believe they're in England or Britain.
Yeah, they only launched here last year. They're like a discount e-commerce store. You get coupons for buying things back.
Right, okay.
All right.
So, how did we do? Like I said, I think this week is the toughest week for questions all rounds. So, let's see. Scores on the doors. 5 alls. Nice one, Julia. And team 7. Frazzled Flouncers 7. Nice one. Cosmic Cabbage 2. The Fam 1. Like I said, tough round. Tough round. And I think they'll, things can only get better, but they are all just as tough each round. But you might excel on one of them. Let's find out and see. So, round 2, picture round. And again, I think it's a tough round. You might find it easy. I believe, Mark, they are all questions or pictures related to British TV sitcoms. Is that right? If my memory serves me
last
right?
week. This is TV ads.
Oh, TV ads. Yeah.
Yep.
So TV ads. So the TV image, this TV image was advertising what product? Time starts now. This TV image was advertising what product? And even though I devised and wrote the questions, of all of them, I could only remember one.
All right, I think I actually got all of these. These were, I don't know. I thought these were quite easy, I thought. But...
Yeah, as I say, I wrote the questions, I did them. And I thought they were tough. I only got like one. I recognised the picture, but for the life of me, I just couldn't remember what they were bloody well advertising. This TV image was advertising what product? So, 50 seconds coming up. 10-second countdown. Have a guess. If you don't know, don't leave it blank. This TV image was advertising what product? Let's have an answer. Let's have a countdown.
Just to be clear, you want the name of the product, not the type of product, right? So you want the actual brand name.
Yeah, the brand name. Yeah. So if there's in doubt with my answer, just clarify what I've written down as the answer. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Got your answers in.
So same thing. Question 2. This TV image was advertising what product? If you can't see, it's a man in sort of like orange overalls, and he appears to be in a stance with a bear, B-E-A-R, sort of like trying to box him by the side of a river. So this TV image was advertising what product? Time starts now. It's this one. This was doing my head in. I knew the answer, but I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah, this was a funny ad.
Yeah. This TV image was advertising what product? All right, so 40 seconds gone, 20-second countdown. Obviously, I'll give Mark the 10-second countdown coming up in approximately now. So 10-second countdown. So question 3. This TV image was advertising what product?
Dee's favourite, this one.
Yeah. This TV image was advertising what product? Hopefully you can see the pictures. I think they're quite reasonable, aren't they? Pretty clear.
Not too bad.
You know, my cutting and pasting is getting improving, isn't it?
Only took you a year.
Right. 10-second countdown coming up. This TV image was advertising what product? Question 4. This TV image was advertising what product? This one I definitely knew.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous one.
Yeah. This TV image was advertising what product? So 40 seconds gone, 20 seconds left. What's the weather like in the US at the moment, Mark? Snow?
Yeah, everybody's answers are in.
Good. So moving on to question 5. Here we go. Question 5. Again, what TV image was advertising what product? This TV image was advertising what product?
I feel like these were all from the same era as well.
Yeah, roundabout-ish.
Yeah, I feel like these were all like when I was, like 80s, 90s maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a selection of about 100 that I was looking at doing, but I've sort of like combination, you know, so I won't do it every week, but you know, every sort of 4th or 5th week I'll sling one of these in. So 10-second countdown coming up.
Hang on, let me refresh. I want to make sure I'm getting your answers in. Okie dokie, there we go.
So countdown coming up, 3, 2, 1. Moving on to question number 6. This TV image was advertising what product? I didn't have a clue on this one.
Picture gives you a bit of a clue if you think about it.
Yeah, if you know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. This TV image was advertising what product? So halfway through, 30 seconds gone. So what's the music round like tonight, Mark? I can do a bit of bopping tonight, I think, can't I?
Unfortunately, yes, I think you might be able to on this one.
I'm looking forward to it this week. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. This TV image was advertising what product?
Yeah, get your answers in. Countdown is on.
Countdown is on. Don't delay. Put something in.
Keep your mind up. Not too long.
Question 7. This TV image was advertising what product? Number 7. Question number 7. This TV image was advertising what product? There's a very big clue there, isn't there?
Yeah.
As in picture-wise. Question 7. This TV image was advertising what product? As with all the questions, you have 60 seconds. I've got a timer. When they get down to 50 seconds, I say to Mark, 10-second countdown, please. And we then have a countdown for you to get your answers in. So 50 seconds coming up now. 10-second countdown, please, Mark.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, get your answers in. 10-second
Don't
countdown
forget,
is on.
10-second countdown. Question 8. This TV image was advertising what product? Question 8. This TV image was advertising what product? And remember, the rule of thumb usually with any quiz is I always say once you have an answer, don't change your mind. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't change your mind. I know that's happened a couple of times with Cosmic Cabbage. Change their mind or not even submitted an answer. Don't leave it blank. Doesn't matter what any of your team members say. You know, listen to one of them. Put it in. Don't leave it blank. Could win it or lose it for you, that one question. Question 8. This TV image was advertising what product?
Yeah, we can move on. Everybody knows that one.
Good. Right, question 9. This TV image was advertising what product? I think most people know this one as well.
Yeah. I actually have some of this in the cupboard. Had some the other day.
Yeah. No doubt what we brought across for you.
You might have done, actually. Yeah.
Right, so question 9. This TV image was advertising what product? Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Are you multitasking and still watching football as well?
I have the football on in the corner. Yep.
Right, so 3, 2, 1, here we go. Question 10.
There we go. It's not very exciting.
This TV image was advertising what product? Oh, yeah. Is that the Chelsea game, is it?
Everton Leicester now.
Everton Leicester. See, Mark lives in the USA and he can watch every football match that is being shown on TV. Us living in the UK, we can't watch our own matches unless we pay for them, blah, 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 blah. So, question 10. This TV image was advertising what products? 40 seconds gone, 20-second countdown. Remember, you don't get a countdown on screen. You just get my warning, so make certain you get your answers in. Don't leave it blank. Have a guess if you don't know. So 50 seconds gone, coming up to 10-second countdown. I'll give you an extra 10 seconds. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your extra 10 seconds. Back to the answers. Right. Number 1, advertising Persil.
Yeah, that got a few people out.
Number 2, classic comedy John West.
Or John West Salmon. Yep.
John West Salmon, yeah.
Yep.
Number 3, Fudge.
Yeah, and if you look really carefully, he's actually holding a finger of fudge.
He is.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yep, hang on. I need to refresh.
Number 4, the classic Levi's. actually advertising Levi's, not Levi 501s. They were classic adverts later on. So Levi's is the answer. Number 5 has just come out. It's got William Hill. That's from the previous round.
Hang on a second. Something very odd just went on. Hang on.
That's it. Number 5, 7 Up. The drink 7 Up.
Hang on. Something funny just went on my end. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Alright.
So number 6, Right Guard, as in antiperspirant, deodorant, Right Guard.
Yep, some good guesses there, but not quite close enough.
Number 7, Dairy Lee. I love Dairy Lee.
Yep, everybody guessed the Laughing Cow.
Aha.
Close but no cigar.
Number 8, Yellow Pages. Everyone got that one, apparently.
Yep, everybody knew the Yellow Pages. Let me just double check. Yep.
Number 9, Ready Brek. Have you had your Ready Brek in the morning? Gives you that glow. That was their slogan.
Hang on. Yeah, there we go.
And last but not least, Monster Munch. I must admit, something that I don't like.
Pickled onion Monster Munch are the best things in the world.
Monster Munch,
Ever.
yep.
Alright.
Right, how did that scores on the doors?
Alright, shook things up a little bit.
Right, so here we go. The Frazzled Flancers 13, Fivals 10, Cosmic Cabbage, better round for them 7, the Fam 4. So that was a better round for all of you. So here we go. Moving on to round 3. Remind me, round 3, Mark?
Round 3.
Oh, yes, I remember round 3. I thought this was the toughest round of them all. Science and nature,
Science
correct?
and nature, it is, yeah.
Yeah, some toughy questions.
Well, yeah, but you would say that because you know absolutely nothing about science and nature. So.
True. So, yeah. We shall
Of course you're gonna
see.
find it hard.
Right, so question 1. Which endangered whale, also the source of ambergris, has the largest brain in the animal kingdom?
Ambergris.
Ambergris. I bet you had to look that up, didn't you, Mark?
Nope.
So you know what ambergris is, yeah?
Yep. See,
So which endangered whale, also the source of ambergris, has the largest brain in the animal kingdom? So forget the ambergris if you don't know what that is. The question is, which endangered whale has the largest brain in the animal kingdom? So of all the animals in the world, land, sea, and air, which type of whale has the largest brain?
Yeah, see, everybody knew that one. That's
Right,
nice,
so
easy
10-second countdown coming up now. Question 2. Blue Lacy, Chinook, Akita Inu, Dunker, Toza, Barbet, Saluki, and Utugnajan, that's a good one, are all examples of what? Good luck on that one. You don't know, have a guess. Blue Lacy, Chinook, Akatia Inu, Dunker, Toza, Barbet, Saluki, and Utugnajan are all examples of what? And your time starts now. So, question Number 2 of round 3 is Blue Lacy, Chinook, Katia Inu, Dunker, Tozer, Barbet, Saluki, Donegan are all examples of what? Remember, this is science and nature.
Okay, we've got answers in for everybody, so we'll move on.
Move on.
Yeah, a couple of these are hard, but I thought these were relatively easy. Well, you know.
Question 3. What is the other name for a sea cow? If you come across a sea cow, apart from your mum, what is the other name for a
there
sea
you
cow?
go. I was waiting for it. I was doing the countdown until the mum joke. There you go.
What is the other name for a sea cow?
I knew you were going to make a mum joke. I have actually swam with one of these. Yeah.
Yeah, really weird and funny creatures.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
40 seconds.
nice easy one. Everybody guessed that one.
Yeah.
They've been in the news recently because somebody actually, for the wrong reason, somebody actually carved Trump 2020 into the back of one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Question 4. Although it's not edible, which tasty sounding term has been given to uranium concentrate powder? So, although it is not edible, what tasty sounding term or name has been given to uranium concentrate powder? I'm certain you all did this in your science lessons. Me and my fellow 6 dwarfs, we used to dig this up. Uranium. Although it is not edible, which tasty sounding term has been given to uranium concentrate powder? You either know this one or you don't, or you can have a wild guess with the cryptic clue, although it's not edible, which tasty sounding term has been given to uranium concentrate powder? So 10-second countdown on that one.
Yeah, hang on. Let me refresh. I want to make sure I'm getting answers in.
10-second countdown.
Alright, so get your answers in.
Although it is not edible, which tasty sounding term has been given to uranium concentrate powder? Toughy question. 10 seconds, Mark.
There we go. We can actually trust the Russians with uranium again because Biden spoke to Putin and sorted it all out, so we're cool, Chris.
Right, good. Question 4. Asian tiger, Anopheles, Culex, and yellow fever are all examples of what? Asian tiger, Anopheles, Culex, and yellow fever are all examples of what? Your time starts now. Science and nature. Asian tiger, Anopheles, Culex, and yellow fever are all examples of what? Are all examples of what? Are all types of what? Are all names of what? Asian tiger, Anopheles, Culex, and yellow fever are all examples, types, or names of what? So, 50 seconds gone. 10-second countdown coming up. Ten seconds.
Yeah, sorry, there's a little bit of delay my end. Let's see. Why is that doing that? Here we go.
Asian tiger, Culex, and yellow fever and Anopheles are all examples or names or types of what? Moving on to question 5. The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? So, what do you have on you, in you, or part of you? That's called a little mouse
I didn't
when
know this one.
translated.
Obviously, you paid attention.
I did. The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? I used to hate science at school. Absolutely hate. That is the one subject I did not like.
What do you mean the one subject? You say that every
Well,
week about every subject we talk about.
woodwork and metalwork as well. I gave that a miss.
Woodwork and metalwork.
Yeah,
Yeah, no comment.
that's why I pay people to do.
You are dangerous with a hammer. Seriously, I've seen it.
And the saw.
You're not allowed a saw. You're bad enough with a hammer.
The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? Again, don't leave it blank. Have a wild guess. Have a stab. You might know. Could have a nurse or doctor on your team. Easy question. Or even they might not know. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. The name for which part or parts of the human body means little mouse when translated? Question 6. In the animal kingdom, and when I say in a kingdom, I mean land, air, and sea, which animal has the largest beak? In the animal kingdom, and I mean land, air, and sea, which animal has the largest beak? So question 6, in the animal kingdom, land, air, and sea. So whenever I say animal kingdom, it always means land, air, and sea. Which animal has the largest beak?
Getting some interesting answers on this one.
Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. In the animal kingdom, land, air, and sea, which animal has the largest beak? 10 seconds coming up now.
Oh, we had the sea slugs join us. I think we've had the sea slugs join us. Hey, guys.
Oh, welcome, sea slugs. You may or may not heard, but this week I think is the roundest week of all the quiz questions that I've done. So, irrespective of your score and answers, thanks for joining us, and hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. So, number 7, which culinary word is used for a rooster that has been castrated before it reaches sexual maturity? So, what name and culinary word is used for a rooster that has been castrated before it reaches sexual maturity?
Unlucky.
yeah. To his friends. Which culinary word is used for a rooster that has been castrated before it reaches sexual maturity?
Okay, we've got answers from everybody.
Good. So let's move on then. Keep it nice and simple, nice and swift.
I didn't know that one, actually. It's a good one.
Question 8. H5N1 is better known as what? H5N1 is better known as what? So you have H2O, which I believe is water. Is that correct, Mark? So my question is
I checked.
H5N1 is better known as what? So it's a case of trying to figure out what the H stands for, what the N stands for, and then filling in the gaps. We've got a 5 and a 1. So H5N1 is better known as what? Again, don't leave it blank. Have a wild guess. If you have no idea, you might be able to sort of like get some conclusions if you know other letters and names and symbols, etc. So 10-second countdown. H5N1 is better known as what? Could be Phil Collins.
I would expect us all to know that one.
So question 9. Titan is a moon larger than the planet Mercury. But what planet does Titan orbit? So Titan is a moon larger than the planet Mercury. But what planet does Titan orbit? I always get this one wrong.
All right, this is. I just realised what was going on with my answer. This is actually question 10, by the way.
This is question 10. Right.
Yes. There's.
Why?
Because it counted question 4 twice. Don't worry, there's 10 separate questions, but it got the numbering a bit funny.
Right, okay, as long as you know what you're doing.
That's what screwed things up a little bit.
Okay, so question 9,
yeah.
Titan, or question 10, Titan is a moon larger than the planet Mercury, but what planet does Titan orbit? So are you saying this is the last question then, Mark?
This is the last question, and everybody's got their answers in, so if you want to go through the answers, we can do that now.
Brilliant. We can do that. Okay, excellent.
All right, so let's go through the answers. Here we go. Hopefully this will work without screwing up when we get to question 4, it looks like. But let's have a go.
Right. The endangered whale that has the largest brain in the animal kingdom is the sperm whale. Number 2, these are all types of dogs or dog breeds.
And I knew the ambergris, by the way, because that's what they used to make candles out of on the old whalers.
Yeah. Sea cow is a manatee. Question 4 is not edible, tasty sounding term given to a uranium concentrate powder, yellow cake. Don't eat yellow cake. It's worse than yellow snow.
Cake, yes. I'm sorry, cabbages, it's not beef curry. Good answer, though.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's
must
see if that...
God, does it... Yeah, so this is question 5, yeah?
This is question 5,
so,
yeah.
Asian tiger collects yellow fever, anopheles. They're all types of mosquitoes.
Yep.
Number 4. So this is... We know what we're doing. I'll forget the numbering. So the next question is, they're all... the actual answer is mussels. Little mouse, when translated, they're all mussels from the Latin of musculus. The animal that has the largest beak is a giant squid.
Yeah, that caught a few people out.
And number 7, it's a capon. C-A-P-O-N is a castrated rooster. H5N1 is better known as bird flu or avian influenza. Big news worldwide. And last but not least, Titan orbits Saturn. How many of you put Jupiter?
No, everybody actually got that one right.
Good, nice one.
Yeah, see? All right, so your leaderboard after round 3. Here we go.
Leaderboard after round 3. Let's have a look. Right, the Frazzle Flouncers 23, Bivals 18, Cosmic Cabbage 14, the Fam 9, the Interstellar Slugs 2. But as I say, they joined us late, so thanks for joining us anyhow in the Sellers Slugs. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the evening. Obviously, you got no chance of winning, but it's just nice to see you take part. So very much appreciated on that.
I'm sure
go.
the Sea Slugs would have got 100% in the first 2 rounds. So technically they're on 22, which puts them in second place. So congratulations, guys.
Technically. And the other thing is now we're going to round 4. Round 4 is 10 seconds, 20 seconds, or how many seconds it is. And these are all records, songs through the decades. So you've got 2 60s, 2 70s, 2 80s, 2 90s, 2 2000s, and 2010s, possibly not, but 2000s. And they are guitar riffs. So they are famous, perhaps not quite so famous songs, well-known tunes from the first seconds of the introductory music of guitarists. You need to name the song title, not the group, not the group of the artist. We need the song titles. So just bear with me, Mark, and over to you.
Okay, that means little Les has moved his screen over so we can put the monkeys up. I am still working on dancing lobsters and cabbages. Don't worry, they are coming. Honest. Okay, so
2 seconds.
Alright, little Les is off. Okay, so hopefully you're going to be able to hear this. So you're going to get 45 seconds. Yes, the dancing lobsters are coming, and the dancing carrots. We'll have lots of dancing things, don't worry. Okay, so I need to switch my screens, bear with me a second. You are going to get 45 seconds from this 1967 guitar riff. Here we go. Oh, hang on. I need to move some things around. Alright, here we go. Let's try that again. Okay, so hopefully you could hear that. Am I getting answers in? Yes, you are. Alright, little Les is bopping his head away. Expecting lots of air guitar on this one. Okay, so I'm going to play that again. Yes, it does sound like a bit of a racket. It does, doesn't it? Alright, can we get some bigger headphones for little Les? They're actually child-size headphones. It's just that he's that little. That's the problem. Alright, do we need to hear that again? Here we go. was your second playthrough. So get your answers in, otherwise we're going to move on to question 2. We're going to try and whip through the longer ones. Takes a while to get going. That's not a bad song. Video's kind of interesting, especially seeing as it's from 1967. Alright, we're sticking with 1960s. This is again 67. You're going to get 15 seconds from this tune. So here we go. Yeah, right. See, yeah. Little Les can do his little Les can do his little music air guitar there. And yes, the music may be a little bit loud. Give me a shout if it's too loud and I can turn you down. And I do have my other mic on today. Alright, so we're looking for the name of the song. Here you go, here's your second playthrough of the first 15 seconds. Alright, that was your second playthrough. Again, we're looking for the name of the song. And yeah, apologies if I am a little bit quiet. I've got my cameras rigged up for some other recording I was doing, so I haven't had a chance to put my other mic in. Okay, so get your answers in, otherwise we'll move on to question 3. So 10-second countdown has begun. We're moving on to the 70s. So you're going to get 10 seconds from this 1977 song. Here we go. All right. So we're looking for the name of the song again. Here you go. I'm going to play second playthrough. You're going to get 10 seconds from this 1977 song. Name that tune. Alright, short and sweet. I expect the Five-Alls to get all of these, because all of these songs are probably on the jukebox. Once we get up to the 80s they might be in trouble, because I don't think the jukebox goes past 1979. Okay, get your answers in, otherwise we will move on to question 4. You're going to get 40 seconds from this we're sticking with 1977 again, so 40 seconds from this 1977 song. Here we go.
It should only be played once, Mark.
All right, that was horrible, wasn't it? Yeah, I agree. That was a bit of a racket. Not my favourite, personally. So we are looking for the name of that song. We're not going to play it again. Yeah, that's pretty dreadful. Although I'm impressed people are getting this correct. So I'll give you a few more seconds to think about it. Get your answers in, otherwise we'll move on to the 80s. A little bit more like it. Okay. Get your answers in, otherwise we're moving on. 10-second countdown coming up. So, you are going to... Are we in the 80s now? Yes, we are. 1980. Only just in the 80s. You're going to get 20 seconds from this 1980 tune. Here we go. If this is going to play... Slightly more recognisable than that last racket. Yes, I agree. Again, we're looking for the name of the song. Yes, none of this. It's all heavy guitar, so there's lots of rock and roll type tunes in here. Not really my kind of music, but yes, this is a tune. I agree. Alright, we're going to play it again. Here is the second playthrough of 20 seconds from this 1980s tune. Name that song. Okay, I think I need to refresh again, make sure I'm getting your answers in. Hang on a second. Alright, get your answers in, otherwise we will be moving on. Stop trying to guess what the next one's going to be. Yes, Phil Collins was drums, not guitar. Come on. Alright, we're still in the 80s. We're up to 1984 this time. So you're going to get 20 seconds from this 1984 piece of music. Name the song. Let me unmute it, that would help. Here we go. Okay, that was your first playthrough of the first 20 seconds of this 1984 song. Again, we're looking for the name of the song, not the artist. We'll play that again. Here you go. Here's your second playthrough. The first 20 seconds. Okay, that was your second playthrough. Give you a few more seconds to get your answers in. I haven't seen an answer from the 5-alls, so Julia, if you're still out there, just give us a ping. Or is this music way too trendy for the 5-alls? Quite possibly. Alright, moving on to question 7, so get your answers in. And we're moving on to, where are we? 1990s. You're going to get 20 seconds from this 1990 tune. Name that tune. Here we go. Alright, hopefully you could all hear that okay. I can kind of, sort of play this. Little bit, not much. I tried. Why is little Les playing the flute? It did look like he was playing the flute, didn't it? I think it's just the camera angle. Hang on, let's see if I can... there we go. I'll adjust him so we get... There we go. We moved you around so we can see your air guitar a little bit better. Alright, do your air guitar again, little Les. Here we go. It's your next 20 seconds. Alright, you got a few more seconds there because that was too funny. Alright. Alright, we got 5-alls back. There we go. Okay, so get your answers in, otherwise we will move on to question 8. So your 10-second countdown is coming up, get your answers in. And yes, it does help if you know who these people are. I agree. We're still in the 90s, so we're moving on to 1993. You get 20 seconds from this guitar riff. Name the tune. This is a good one. Here we go. You got 5 seconds more there because I like that one. Yeah, it's a great song. And this guy does not age at all. He was on TV yesterday and he looks exactly the same as when he did back in 1993. Giving you a clue. Alright, I'm going to play that again. Here we go. Alright, that was your second playthrough. Okay, so get your answers in, otherwise we'll move on to question 9. So we are moving on to the 2000s, specifically, where are we? 2003. In fact, you're getting 2 songs from 2003. So it was clearly a good year for guitar riffs, because this next song is a great song as well. Here we go. You're going to get 15 seconds from this. Name that tune. Alright, that's a pretty it's a pretty iconic guitar riff. These are local boys to me. Didn't know if you knew that, little Les. They're from not too far from me, shall we say. Is Les okay? I'm not sure. Can't tell if he's enjoying himself or having a fit. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. He's been in lockdown far too long. Alright, I'll play that again. Here is your second playthrough of the 15 seconds. Name that tune. I'm so glad I'm not related to this guy. There you go. Alright, that was your second playthrough. Oh. So, get your answers in, or we will move on to the last question. Last music question. Can you imagine the disco down the five halls? Oh, Lord. I've been to many of those. Many of those. But yes, I would highly recommend it. It's going to be fun. I look forward to seeing everybody down at the... we'll have to do a combined quiz night, karaoke, disco. It's going to get messy, people. Alright, so last but not least, 20 seconds from this 2003 piece of music. Name that tune. He's still on mute, hang on. Here we go. Alright, I can tell by little Les's head that you could hear that. Yep, another good song. 2003 was a good year for guitar riffs, obviously. So, yep, we're getting answers in. Does the five balls have darts? Yes, they do. Do they have bingo? I don't think I've ever played bingo down there. Yeah, don't think I've ever played bingo down the five balls. I played plenty of darts, plenty of pool. Alright, so we're going to play this again. Here's your last playthrough, 20 seconds from this 2003 song. Name that tune. was your last playthrough. Apparently there's bingo down the 5-alls on a Sunday. That's probably why. I don't think I ever went to the 5-alls on a Sunday, to be honest. And yes, they do have a pool table. In fact, that's how I first started going down the alls. I was on the pool team. We were Gosport pool champions for many a season. Genchik can't wait to play Little Les at pool. Be careful, he cheats. He used to be good. He likes to think he used to be good, but there you go. Alright, so we've got everybody's answers in. I'll give you a couple more seconds to think about it, otherwise I will whip through the answers. In fact, I still have my 5-alls pool cue over here. I can't use it over here because the tables aren't quite the same. Yes, I know you have a good meat raffle every Sunday, but I never quite made it for the meat raffle. Alright, let's go through your answers. I won't play the tunes again because there's a bit of a lag and I'll keep an eye on the time. So we'll whip through these. The first one was Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix. Check your answers. Yep. Question 2 was Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. So yes, it was Cream, but it was Sunshine of Your Love. Question 3 was Exodus by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Exodus, yep, I gotcha. The Racket in number 4 was Pretty Vacant by the Sex Pistols. Cool, that was, oof. That was not good. I'm impressed by those who got that one. Yeah, good one. Question 5 was Back in Black by AC/DC. Question 6 was Pride in the Name of Love by U2. Question 7 was Thunderstruck, again by AC/DC. That's a good song. The Guy Who Doesn't Age was Lenny Kravitz. That was Are You Gonna Go My Way? I'm giving the fam a point because they knew that Les's ringtone was Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Yep. Look at little Les nodding his head like he knows who Vivaldi is. Question 9. This was the White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. They're a New York, Brooklyn band, if you didn't know that. That's why I said they're from just around the corner. I've seen them live at the Wedgwood Rooms. And question 9. Oh, yep, hang on. Seven Nation Army. You all spelt it slightly differently. Yep, there you go. I gotcha. Yep, that's a great song. And then last but not least was the Red Hot Chili Peppers with Californication. So let's see what that did to the leaderboard. And we'll pass you back over to little Les, who's stopped having a fit now.
Right, thank you very much for that, Mark. The scores on the doors: the Frazzle Flancers are 32, 5-alls 24, Cosmic Cabbage 23, the Fam 10, and the Interstellar Sea Sugs 2. Bit of a tussle between the 5-alls and Cosmic Cabbage for second place. The Frazzle Flancers can be caught, but not looking good for 5-alls and Cosmic Cabbage. So it's a playoff between the 5-alls and Cosmic Cabbage for silver and bronze. Last round is general knowledge, but there is a connection. If you get the connection, you score 3 bonus points for question number 10. There is a connection, but all the 9 questions are general knowledge questions, but what is the link between all the 9 answers to give you the bonus of 3 points for question 10? So if you don't know, have a guess, could be right. So here we go. Coming up for the last round. Have a bit of fun. Good luck. And let's try and whiz through them. I'll say just conscious of the time. So here we go. Question 1. Which 1983 top 10 bracket Snowy White single begins Saw You Flying By, Flash of Turquoise Blue, I Just Had to Try to Keep Your Life in View? Have you guessed the connection yet? Which 1983 top 10 Snowy White single begins Saw You Flying By, Flash of Turquoise Blue, I Just Had to Try to Keep Your Life in View? If you know the song, not a problem. If you don't know the song, then I think the answer's got to be Phil Collins. Which 1983 top 10 Snowy White single begins Saw You Flying By, Flash of Turquoise Blue, I Just Had to Try to Keep Your Life in View? Now, when I do these in the pub and everything else, you can leave it blank, and then of course when you get to the question number 9, if you get the link, you could go back and fill in the answers. But unfortunately, the way we're playing it right now, you haven't got that chance of opportunity. So, which 1983 top 10 bracket Snowy White single begins Saw You Flying By, Flash of Turquoise Blue, I Just Had to Try to Keep Your Life in View? Have a guess, leave it blank, or we'll put in don't know, and then we can move on. But 10 seconds is coming up now. Did you know that one, Mark?
I did not. No.
But would you have got it if you'd known what the connection was? You still need to know what the
You still need to know.
song is. Yeah. Question 2. The motor car pioneers Charles and Henry both had surnames beginning with which letter? So I want the letter. Which motor car pioneer Charles and Henry both had surnames beginning with which letter? We need the letter. The motor car pioneers Charles and Henry both had surnames beginning with which letter? Charles and Henry who? What's their surname? What's the start of their surname? What does it begin with? That's all we need to know. The motor car pioneers Charles and Henry both had surnames beginning with which letter? So, 10-second countdown coming up. And I'll give you a clue. It's between A and Z. You've got a 1 in 26 chance. There you go. Can't be more generous than that, can I, Mark?
Well, you just gave a clue away. You're talking about the English alphabet. You could have been talking about, knowing you could have talked about Turkish or something, Arabic. I don't know.
Question 3. In some Central American regions, which large cleaver-like tool is believed to be the best weapon to kill the mythical Cadejo? Cadejo. Cadejo. In some Central American regions, which large cleaver-like tool is believed to be the best weapon to kill the mythical Cadejo? I think, like with us, or like the Norsemen, and like with Greek mythology, I believe the Cadejo was like the Incas, those type of people. It was a mythical. So, what was the best weapon to kill the mythical Cadejo?
Yeah, it's
Central
like a giant
American
wolf dog thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 10-second countdown. Some Central American regions, which large cleaver-like tool is believed to be the best weapon to kill the mythical Cadejo? 10 seconds is coming now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving on. Question 4. The name of which plant precedes vile, V-I or vil, Ville, to give the name of Desperate Dan's hometown? The name of which plant precedes Ville, Ville, to give the name of Desperate Dan's hometown? Where did Desperate Dan live?
And if you have the Desperate Dan Ladybird book, you will know this because it's on the front.
I have all the Desperate Dan comic books, Mark. Annuals. Not actual Desperate Dan because he appeared in a particular comic. The name of which plant precedes Ville to give the name of Desperate Dan's hometown? Where did Desperate Dan live?
So yeah, if you want to know why little Les thinks that the science and nature round was hard, it's because his majority of the reading material that he reads is Desperate Dan and the Victor.
Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Yeah, don't forget me other ones, Mark. You know.
Oh, and combat.
Combat. Right, so question 5. Which is the only mythical creature featured in the Chinese calendar? Which is the only mythical creature featured in the Chinese calendar?
Actually, no, not combat. What are your little comics called? Commandos.
Commandos, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'm thinking of a TV show, Combat.
Yeah. Which is the only mythical creature featured in the Chinese calendar? Remember, collate your answers. See if you can get the connection for 3 points when we come to question 10. Don't think it will make a difference to the team lead, but it could make a difference to the team coming second or third, possibly. Which is the only mythical creature featured in the Chinese calendar?
And no, you don't get bonus points for guessing the connection early.
10-second countdown coming up. Question 6. Founded in the late 1850s, which paint company have their headquarters in Darwin, Lancashire? Founded in the late 1850s, which paint company have their headquarters in Darwin, Lancashire? Darwen. For any Lancasterians out there, my apologies for the mispronunciation of that. Darwen as opposed to Darwin in Australia. Founded in the late 1850s, which paint company have their headquarters in Darwen, Lancashire? So, 10-second countdown coming up, please, Mark. Founded in the late 1850s, which paint company have their headquarters in Darwen, Lancashire? So, here we go. Question 7. Instituted in 1940, what is the highest civilian decoration awarded in the United Kingdom? Instituted in 1940, what is the highest civilian decoration awarded in the United Kingdom?
There you go. There's something you don't have.
That's true. There's something I don't have.
Isn't
Still time, though, Mark. Still
Isn't it normally
time.
awarded for bravery?
It is.
Yeah. That's why. You're normally running the other way when the spiders come crawling out.
Yeah, true. Instituted in 1940, what is the highest civilian decoration awarded in the United Kingdom? So, 10-second countdown coming up. question number 8. Omonia, Apol, and Doxa Katapovia are top flight football clubs in which European country? Please don't make me say it again. Omonia, Omonia, Apoel, Apol, and Doxa Katakopia are top flight football clubs in which European country? If you know the connection, this might help you. The connection might help you for this question if you know the connection already. Omonia, Apol, and Doxa Katakopia are top flight football clubs in which European country? If you know the connection already, that might help you for the answer for this one. So, 10-second countdown coming up. Question 9. What is the common name given to the assault rifle completed 2 years after World War II? What is the common name given to the assault rifle completed 2 years after World War II? Used and sold in its millions. What is the common name given to the assault rifle completed 2 years after World War II? I was quite surprised with this. I thought it was used during World War II. I didn't realise it was invented and used 2 years after the World War II had finished. So what is the common name given to the assault rifle completed 2 years after World War II?
Yeah, I actually didn't know that one.
What is it called? What do we know it as now? Right. 10-second countdown coming up. And there are literally millions of them still around to this day and used to this day. Last but not least, last question. What is the common factor that links all the 9 answers for a bonus of 3 points? So take all your answers from each of those 9 previous questions. What links all the answers to give you a common factor or a bonus of 3 points? I'm going to allow you a minute for this one, or a minute and 10 seconds. What is the common factor of all the answers from 1 to 9? And for a bonus of 3 points, what is the common factor that links them all? Submit your answer, get it right for question 10, and you score 3 points. So 45 seconds gone. So a minute has gone. I'm going to give you another 15 seconds. What is the common factor that links all the 9 answers for a bonus of 3 points? Take all your answers. What links them all? Answers from answers 1 to 9. What links them all? So that's it. Make certain you got your answers in. You've had literally 75 seconds. So let's move on. Have we got everyone's answer in, Mark?
We do. Yep.
Let's move on.
All right, so let's go through the answers. Hang on a second. Everybody's chatting away. Here we go.
Right. Now, so saw you flying by, flash of turquoise blue. I just had to try to keep your life in view. The single begins with Bird of Paradise.
Yeah, I'm impressed. People got that one.
Number 2, Charles and Henry Royce. So the answer is R. What is the large cleaver-like tool that's believed to be the Western mythical Contigo? It's a machete. And Desperate Dan lives in Cactusville. Number 5, mythical creature in the Chinese calendar is the dragon. Number 6, it's Crown. Crown is the paint company in Darwin, Lancashire. Crown.
Although, yes, according to their own website, they were actually founded in 1777. I did a bit of checking on that one. There's a couple of different sources. I think it's because they changed their name a couple of times. So I think that's where the 1850s date comes from. But they were founded in 1777 in Darwin, Lancashire, just a little bit earlier. But the crown is the answer. It is the same.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks to, I think that was Paul.
Cheers up, Paul, on that one.
Yep.
Number 7, the highest civilian decoration award in the United Kingdom, instituted in 1940, is the George Cross. The George Medal is not accepted as it's a different medal, a different award. So it's the George Cross. Number 8, they are all teams in the country of Cyprus.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And question 9, it's the AK-47 or the Avatomat Kashlikov, 1947, which is why it's abbreviated to AK-47. So, what is the connection? Point for all the answers. Can you do a leaderboard before we do that, Mark, or not?
Say it again.
Not that it's going to make too great a difference, but can you do a leaderboard?
Yep. Oh, we can do the leaderboard. Okay. Let's have
leaderboard before we stick the last one in. So we've got Frazzle Flances on 42, Cosmic Cabbage on 30, Five Horse on 24, The Fam on 13, Interstellar Sea Slugs on 9. So a good round for everyone. And the last one, did you get the extra 3 points? Not that it's going to make any difference to that table whatsoever, but the answer is flags. All those answers, they all appear on countries' flags. So for 3 points, they all appear on countries' flags. So you have the AK-47, if I remember rightly, that was Mozambique.
Well, I was going to say, let me read them out. So the Bird of Paradise is Papua New Guinea. The R is from Rwanda. The machete is on the Angolan flag. The cactus is on the Mexican flag. The dragon is on the flag of Bhutan and Wales. The crown is on the flag of Liechtenstein. The George Cross, Malta, and a bunch of others, obviously. Cyprus is Cyprus. AK-47 is on the flag of Mozambique.
There you go. So, did you get that for an extra 3 points?
Yeah,
let's
have a
look at that one.
Actually, it's I was very impressed. Actually, I'm surprised you guys got that. All right, so that was actually that was your final leaderboard. There you go.
So here we go. So the Frazzle Flances, well done, guys and girls. 42, Cosmic Cabbage 30, Fiveals 24, the Fam 13, and the Interstellar Sea Slugs 9. Thanks once again for joining this evening. Very, very much appreciated. Spread the word. Get more teams. Get more members. Let's see if we can get back up into the double figures. I know. I say teams have been away. I know one or two teams that aren't around for various reasons, but hopefully they'll join us within the next 2 or 3 weeks. And watch this space. Like I said, we're going to do a corporate evening, one evening in the future. I'm going to leave it to Soul and Mind how they're going to do it. And hopefully we'll have some actual prizes to dish out and give away. And likewise, we'll get hopefully a lot more teams as well. So take care. Have a good evening. Safe journey from your sofa to your bed. don't trip down the stairs or fall up the stairs, especially if you've had a glass of wine too much. But I hope you had enjoying the entertainment from Mark and myself. So all I can say is good night. Hopefully see you next Wednesday. Take care.
Yep, thanks very much, everybody. Paul, I'll send you the questions. And yeah, hopefully we'll drum up some more business for next week. Spread the word, invite your friends. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks very much, guys.
If anyone does want, by the way, if anyone wants any of the questions of any of the rounds that I've done over the time, I have them on my system. I have them in Word or PDF. Just send me an email, les@heyho.com, or contact via the little Les site. Send us your email address, and I can willingly share them with you. So I can send them to you, so you've got the questions, so you can ask the questions or the answers, and likewise you can then share that with friends, relatives, colleagues, whoever, and say that here's the type of questions. Come along, have a go, have a try, get a team together. So Take care.
Take care, guys. Speak to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.